Well, hey everybody, I'm Aaron, and as you can see, we're at home here on this 3rd of July. Tomorrow, of course, being the 4th of July. You say, now, if you hear explosions and fireworks here on the block, it's fun, right? Got my parents in town. This should be a great time. Now, the question is, what do Christians do with the 4th here in America? And I might really honk you off or light your hair on fire with this one, but hear me out, right? Hear me out when we talk about this. As you can see on our house, we've got a flag. We celebrate. We're patriotic, as you will. Now, tomorrow is Church Day, though. Church Day, right? Worship Day, the day we remember Jesus rising from the dead, bringing new creation, wholeness, healing to everyone that accepts, yeah? And so now, what do we do with this idea of country and faith? Well, I know one thing. We have to be very careful about idols. What's an idol? Well, an idol is anything that we put above God. You remember the saying, a good thing raised to a God thing is a bad thing. A good thing raised to a God thing is a bad thing. And we want to be the same way with our country, right? We want to be patriotic and support and pay taxes, join the military, do all of the cops and things, but we want to put Jesus first. We always want to put Jesus first. Here's a funny little quote, or not quote, an idea. Did you know that the first, 300, 400 years of the church after Jesus, Christians would not join the military or work for the government because they were so focused on Jesus and his kingdom. Really interesting. Now, why would they do that? Well, here's the thing. In the Lord's Prayer, do you remember what Jesus says? He says, "Our Father in heaven, hallowed be your name." Now here's the next part that you really and I need to focus on. Your kingdom come. Your kingdom come, your will be done on earth as it is in heaven. So, your kingdom come. Now, so we've really got to focus on this. What is this kingdom? Well, a kingdom is a place where a king rules, right? Well, who's the king? Well, we know who the king is, right? Jesus. Jesus is the King, Lord of heaven and earth, seated at the right hand of the Father, reigning and alive. And what do kings want above all else? Obedience. Kings demand obedience of their subjects. Now, what happens if you're not obedient or you have allegiance to something else? No, come on, Aaron. No, really. So what if we stood up in, let's say we're from Argentina, and at the next Twins game up in the cities, rise for the national anthem, and you put your hand on your chest and start saying the Pledge of Allegiance to the Argentinian flag. People would go, woo, 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 yay, huh? Now, the same thing can be here with Christians. And here's where I might really make some people mad, but I'm just gonna needle you a little bit and ask you to think about this. A good thing raised to a God thing is a bad thing. So in our zeal to celebrate our country and its independence and the beauty that it gives to all of us, the freedoms and the opportunities that you and I have, thanks be to God for that. But let us not elevate that to a level of worship. Let us be citizens of the kingdom of heaven first and kingdom of earth second, because Jesus is our King. We are ambassadors. That's what the word apostle in Greek, apostolos, means, ambassadors. Who has ambassadors? Governments or kings. Kings who have a kingdom. And so I'm going to invite you today to see yourself in the kingdom of Christ, the kingdom of God, where, sure, we can celebrate where we are now, but we carry a different flag. We have a different flag, a symbol tattooed on our heart. We have Jesus in mind, and we live for Him, and are apostles for Him. And when we are good citizens of that kingdom, then we can be good citizens of this kingdom. when we put Jesus first, then we can do well as United States citizens because things are in their right order. So I wish you a happy 4th. Thanks for watching today. Keep safe and don't blow your fingers off. See you next time.